Hi everyone, it's Vicky here from Crafty Heaven and thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this gorgeous teacup treat box using Simply Made Crafts products. And if I tip it just ever so slightly, you can see the front there, and then obviously that's what it looks like on the inside. Also, you'll have to bear with the noise in the background. My own dog, obviously, but then I'm also babysitting my mum's 2 dogs. So I've got 3 dogs walking around in the craft room, and you can just see here, this is Oscar's paws. So they are pining a bit because they're wondering what's happening. So you might hear them in the background. So, like I said, we're going to be making this teacher's gift, and I've got another project in mind for a teacher's gift which is inspired by Helen, so that will be coming up on my channel very soon. So we're going to start off with the cup. So for this I am using the Teacup die set. So this is from Helen's newest collection, which is the Fairground Attraction collection, and I'll show you the other products as we go on through the tutorial. So I have assembled some of these already. So you're going to get the main die for the cup, and you want to die cut this out twice, and I've die cut that out in white cardstock. So I've got this one here that I'm going to assemble with you, and then I've got the other half already made up. Then you're going to get this die, which is the saucer, and I've die cut that out twice in white cardstock. And then to decorate the cup, you'll have, I think there's about 2 or 3 of these dies, as well as these ones here to decorate the saucers. And I've cut out 6 in the gold mirror card, and then 6 in the patterned paper. So the patterned paper is a digital download, again from Simply Made Crafts, and this is called the Art Deco All Boxed Up. So I've die cut them out, and what I did was, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but when you die cut this out, you'll have this slight border, like score line going around. I just trimmed that off on the paper, so then I can have a smaller, you know, layering piece to go on top of that gold mirror card. Then for the saucer, again you will have a few of these in your die set. So you want to die cut 6 in the gold mirror card, and again 6 in the pattern paper, and just trim that smaller to, you know, attach that on top of your mirror card. Then we have the handle. So this is the handle die, and I die cut this out twice in mirror card. When that's folded up, you can see the mirror card on the inside as well as the outside. Then we have the spoon, and this bit is optional. I die cut this out in white and in gold, so then I glued them together to make that a bit more sturdier, and it gives it a lot more of a nicer finish to the back of the spoon. I want to die cut one of these out, and this is going to be the base of the saucer. Okay, so that's all that explained now from the cup, so we can start assembling this all together. So what we're going to do is, what I'd recommend is going over these score lines here in your scoreboard, and then that way when you fold it, it prevents it from your cardstock cracking. Then just add some adhesive to these tabs here, and all we're going to do is just peel off the backing. I would recommend using red liner tape or some liquid glue, and also just bend that with your fingers just so it gives it a bit of a curve, and then we're just going to attach the sides together like so. Okay, and then do the same on this one here. Okay, and then these two will get joined together, so we're going to add glue to one of the bases, and that will get glued on top of there, and then these tabs will get glued on to the sides here. There you go, that is your cup put together. And then I've just got one of these. Again, I would recommend just putting a bit of a curve in that, and we're going to glue our matte and layering pieces. So obviously I've done all the others, but I'm just showing you here. If you want to, you can add your matte and layering pieces before you assemble your saucer, or you can add them afterwards. This time I'm going to add it before we assemble this. So you want to add some adhesive to these little tabs here. You don't want to fold any of these tabs. The only ones you want to fold are these score lines here, and that is just so it gives a bit of a curve shape to your saucer. So you can either attach your saucer like this first, and then add the hexagon to the middle, or we can add the hexagon first, which I'll do, and then we can glue them smaller tabs together when we've done that. So I'm going to add some liquid glue onto these small tabs here, and then we're just going to place that on to those little tabs, and then we're going to do the same on this side. And I'm also going to peel off the backing on the red liner tape, so then we can glue those tabs together. So we're going to attach these ones, and we can also attach the smaller tabs. So this tab here will go underneath there, and then this one will go underneath there. Okay, and there we go, we've got our little saucer. You can add another hexagon to the bottom if you want to, but I'm not going to do that. Then I'm going to hot glue my cup on to there, but first I'm going to add my handle. So we're going to fold in these small tabs here, and we just want to add some hot glue. So you're going to have to be quite quick if you're using hot glue. You can use liquid glue if you wish. So we're just going to place that on there like so, and press that down. Okay, and there we go, we have our handle. So I'm going to hot glue this one onto, hot glue this one onto the saucer like so, and then I'm going to just hot glue the spoon on to the handle like that there, like so. And there we go, so that is the cup all ready. So now we're going to make the acetate box. Now I have my acetate box all assembled here. I thought it would be difficult to show you on camera, so what I've done is I've cut it, all my pieces, in cardstock, so then I can show you how I made the acetate box. So imagine this is acetate, okay? So you'll need 2 pieces of acetate that measure 9.5 by 9, and then 1 piece of acetate that measures 6 by 4.5 inches. And we're going to start off with the 2 pieces that measure 9.5 by 9, and the score measurements for these two are exactly the same. So on the 9.5 inch side we will score at 4.5 and 9. And then we're going to have the 1/2 inch tab along the bottom, and along the 9-inch side we're going to score at 4.5. And then we're going to do exactly the same with the second piece. Then we're going to score the 6 by 4.5 inches, and we're going to score along the 6-inch side at 1 inch and 5.5. Okay, then you'll fold on your score lines. So when you're folding and burnishing your score lines on your acetate, you need to make sure you use a bone folder, because then it will give it a nice crisp fold. So now we're going to look at our two pieces that measure 9.5 by 9. So we're going to start off with this one, and we want to cut up this score line here to this horizontal score line, and then we want to cut off this rectangle piece off all together. Okay, so you will be left with your two sides and a 1/2 inch tab, and then 2 for the base. And then we're going to do the same this side. So we're going to cut up this score line here to make our 2 tabs for our base. Cut off this rectangle piece all together, like so. So we want to make sure that the tabs are both on the left hand side, because this tab will get attached here, and then this tab will get attached there when we fold it up. Okay, so we're now going to add our adhesive to our tabs, and with acetate you want to make sure that you use red liner tape. Hello Oscar Bruce. Can you see him? Hello Oscar. And then you want to peel off the backing, and we're going to join those side pieces together. So on this one, and then you can just simply fold that over, because they will measure the same, it will all lay flat. Okay, so then when you fold this up, you'll start to get the shape of your box. We're going to turn it this way, so you want to fold in the bottom like so, and then we want to just add our adhesive to one of these tabs. I'm just going to add a bit of hot glue to that one. Okay, so then that is our box. For the lid, we want to add adhesive to this 1/2 inch tab, and we want to add it to the outside, the backing, and then you're going to add this to the inside of our box, and you want to line up this fold with the edge here. Okay, and then that will fold over, and then this 1 inch tab here will come over to the front, and then you can add a magnet or some Velcro, and that will get covered up with the bow that's going to go on the front. So that is how you make the acetate box. And as you can see, I've added a magnet to this one. The other one I did some Velcro. So we need to make this a bit more sturdy, because the acetate I used was this one here from the art studio, which you can get from the range, but it's not a very thick acetate, so I wanted to make it a bit more sturdier with some card and paper. So we're going to leave the front clear, so then you can see the cup. So for the base, for the inside, I've got a piece of white card, and this measures 4 3/8 squared. I've added adhesive to the back of that, and that's going to get attached along the bottom there. Then for the inside, 3 pieces of mirror card that measure 4 3/8 squared. Then I've cut some white cardstock that's 4 1/4 inch squared, and I've cut 3 of them and I've glued them on top of the mirror card. And then the pattern paper, I've cut 3 that measure 4 1/8 of an inch squared, and I actually printed this on copy paper, so, and that's what it looks like just on copy paper. Still beautiful. So again, I've added adhesive to the back, so one will go on the back here and the other 2 will go on the inside like that, and I'm going to glue. We've got that now added. Before we add the cup, I want to decorate the front. So for this, I have got some mirror card and the Especially die set, and this is from the Elegant Accessory die set, and also the bow is from the Mini Picnic Basket die set. So just wanted to show you a little tip. If you don't have double-sided adhesive, I've actually got this strip of, I believe it's about 1.5 inch to 2 inch wide adhesive. I got these from the pound shop, and I've just added some to the back of my mirror card, and then I'm going to die cut this out, and then I've got the adhesive already on the back of my sentiment. So if you don't have adhesive sheet, you could use this. Obviously it'd be for smaller sentiments because it's not very big, or smaller images, but yeah, just a little tip for that. So I'm going to die cut that out, and then just peel off the backing on the adhesive to the front, about in the middle there, like so. Stamped the For You sentiment with some gold embossing powder, and I've heat set that. And this sentiment is from the Creative Craft products, and it's the Floral Nostalgia. So we've just got the For You sentiment here, and I've just cut this cardstock down just to fit around the sentiment. Again, I've just added a double-sided adhesive, and that will go just underneath this one here. The gorgeous bow from the Simply Made Crafts Mini Picnic Basket die set, and I'm going to hot glue that on top of there, so then that covers up the magnet. So I'm going to just place that on there. Add our cup. So you could add a glue dot to the bottom if you wish, which I might go in and do. And we just need to add some Ferrero Rocher. So I'm going to place some into the cup like so, and then I'm going to have these ones out of the package, and just I will glue dot these ones down as well. So I'm just going to place them on the front of the cup. Is the teacher's gifts using the Fairground Attraction Teacup die set, and I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and give it a go. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then please give me a big thumbs up. Please continue to support my channel by hitting that subscribe button, and as always, products will be listed down below. So take care guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.